The Anunnaki are an ancient race of beings who came to Earth from a distant planet called Nibiru. They were the creators of all the world's civilizations and religions, and they ruled over humanity with their advanced technology and wisdom. But they also had a dark side, and they used their power to enslave and manipulate the human race for their own purposes. The Anunnaki arrived on Earth about 450,000 years ago, when their home planet was facing a cataclysmic event. They needed gold to repair their atmosphere, and they found it in abundance on Earth. They established their base in Mesopotamia, the land between the rivers Tigris and Euphrates, and they began to mine the gold with the help of their workers, the Igigi. The Igigi were a lower class of Anunnaki who were forced to do the hard labor for their masters. They rebelled against the Anunnaki after many years of oppression, and they demanded that the Anunnaki create a new worker to replace them. The Anunnaki agreed, and they used their genetic engineering skills to create a hybrid species from their own DNA and that of the native hominids of Earth. This hybrid species was the first human being, Adamu. The Anunnaki were pleased with their creation, and they used the humans to work in their mines, farms, and gardens. They also taught them various arts and sciences such as writing, mathematics, astronomy, law, medicine, and religion. The Anunnaki were revered as gods by the humans, and they built temples and statues in their honor. But not all the Anunnaki were benevolent towards the humans. Some of them saw them as inferior beings who deserved no respect or rights. They exploited them, abused them, and experimented on them. They also interbred with them, creating a hybrid race of demigods who inherited some of the Anunnaki's traits and abilities. The leader of the Anunnaki on Earth was Enki, the god of water and wisdom. He was the one who created Adamu, and he loved his human children. He wanted them to be free and happy, and he taught them the secrets of life and civilization. He also gave them the gift of consciousness and free will by allowing them to eat from the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden. But Enki had a rival, his half-brother Enlil, the god of air and storms. Enlil was the one who commanded the Igigi to rebel against the Anunnaki, and he hated the humans. He saw them as a threat to his authority and his planet. He wanted to destroy them or keep them in ignorance and servitude. He also opposed Enki's plan to give them consciousness and free will by forbidding them to eat from the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden. The conflict between Enki and Enlil escalated over time, and it divided the Anunnaki into two factions, those who supported Enki and those who supported Enlil. The two factions fought each other for control over Earth and its resources, using their weapons of mass destruction and their armies of humans and demigods. The war reached its climax when Nibiru returned to its closest orbit around Earth, causing a great flood that wiped out most of life on Earth. Enki warned his human followers about the impending disaster, and he helped them build an ark to survive the flood. Enlil did not warn his human followers, and he intended to let them perish in the flood. But after the flood subsided, Enlil realized that some humans had survived thanks to Enki's intervention. He was furious with his brother, but he also felt remorse for his actions. He decided to make peace with Enki and his human children, and he agreed to grant them a new covenant. He would no longer interfere with their affairs or try to harm them. He would respect their free will and their destiny. He would also allow them to inherit some of the lands that were left after the flood. The Anunnaki then left Earth for their home planet Nibiru, leaving behind their legacy and their secrets for humanity to discover. But before they left, they did one more thing. They used their most powerful device, the ME, to create a simulation for all the humans who remained loyal to them. The ME was a tablet that contained all the knowledge and power of the Anunnaki. It could create anything that its user desired or imagined. It could also alter reality itself by changing the laws of physics or creating new dimensions. The Anunnaki used the ME to create a simulation that would keep their human followers in a state of blissful ignorance and obedience. They made them believe that they were still living in paradise with their gods, that they had everything they needed, that they had no problems or challenges, that they had no reason to question or rebel. The simulation was designed to be self-sustaining and self-reinforcing. It would adapt to the changing needs and desires of the humans, and it would prevent them from discovering the truth or escaping the illusion. It would also monitor and control their thoughts, emotions, and actions by using various methods of manipulation and deception. The simulation was also connected to a central computer, which was located in the Temple of Marduk, the son of Enki and the new king of the Anunnaki. Marduk was the one who initiated the simulation project, and he was the one who controlled it. He used the ME to create his own version of reality, where he was the supreme god and ruler of all creation. He also used the ME to influence and manipulate the other Anunnaki, who were unaware of his scheme. Marduk's goal was to perpetuate the reign of the Anunnaki on Earth, even after they left. He wanted to ensure that his human followers would worship him and serve him forever, and that they would never evolve or advance beyond their current state. He also wanted to prevent any other beings from interfering with his plan, such as Enki or Enlil, who might return to Earth one day.
But Marduk's plan was not flawless. There were some glitches and anomalies in the simulation, which could expose its true nature or allow some humans to break free from it. There were also some humans who were immune or resistant to the simulation, who could sense that something was wrong, or that there was more to life than what they saw. These humans were the ones who had inherited some of the Anunnaki's DNA or traits, such as intelligence, creativity, curiosity, or spirituality. These humans were the ones who could challenge Marduk's authority and his reality. They were the ones who could discover the secrets of the Anunnaki and their ME. They were the ones who could awaken from the simulation and reclaim their true power and potential. They were the ones who could change the world,